Hey, I'm Father Mark Mary.
And I'm Father Emmanuel.
We are the Franciscan Friars of the Renewal, and this is Ascension Presents. We're going to talk about fasting. All right, let's hear it.
Amen. So first off, I don't think I'm very good at fasting, so always feels a little bit uncomfortable to talk about something that you don't feel you're living that well. But that being said, if you don't preach about things you're living that well, you wouldn't preach much at all.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
people have asked to hear about fasting. This is my shot at it.
Mm-hmm.
When I joined the Friars, 1998. So I was 25, and in the Friars, our last prayer is night prayer, normally at 9, maybe 9:15, followed by the rosary. So you normally go to bed or to your cell, which is your room, at about 9:45, maybe 10 o'clock. And you can read or just, pray, but, or you don't even have to go to your cell. But that night, I went back to my cell, 25, I just joined the Friars, maybe a few months. And so I go into my cell, my room, and I sat on my little mattress on the floor. I had my back against the wall, and I'm just looking around at the cell. I'm still kind of coming to terms with this big decision that I made about joining the Friars. And I was just aware, as I sat around the room, that there wasn't much in the cell. There was just a desk and a chair and a very small chest of drawers, which had the very few things that I needed. And I'm sitting there, I've got my back against the wall, I'm just looking around this room. There's no soft chair, like I used to have. There's no stereo, stereo is like a thing that used to play music back in the day, There's no stereo, and I love my music. There's no wardrobe, no closet with nice clothes. There's no flat screen TV or laptop. It's fairly bare. And I'm just aware of that kind of emptiness. And there was no possibility of a wife at some point in the future next to me. And I sat there and I remember thinking to myself, it wasn't even a prayer. Is this it? Is this it? And as I sat there, just in the quiet of that room and the space, I felt, and it wasn't like this big supernatural experience, but I felt like God filled all the space that was in that room. And brothers and sisters, that for me has been an image of my heart. I so often want to fill my heart, right, with food, with stuff, with entertainment, with whatever. But it doesn't satisfy. I'm often happiest when I'm okay with a little bit of emptiness, with that space inside. So fasting is where we're actually okay with the emptiness. No one likes to be hungry. We're not created to be hungry. But what does it do? It allows space for God. It allows space for God to come into that little bit inside of us that's longing for more. And rather than just filling it with chips or Snickers bar or a burger, pick your favorite food, Chipotle, we just say, you know what? I'm okay. Or maybe I'm going to have less for dinner tonight. I'm not going to try and fill myself. The temptation's in the desert. And he was hungry after 40 days. Imagine not eating for 40 days. I couldn't even imagine it. And the Bible very simply says he was hungry. He's true God, but he's also true man. Mm-hmm. And so he was hungry. And the devil comes and says, listen, it's easy. You're God. Change these stones into bread. And what do you say? Man does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God. That there's something more to life than just material things. Brothers and sisters, we live in a tough culture that just says, fill yourself. Right? Binge-watching has become a good thing. Binging is not a good thing. It means overdoing something good. So to binge on anything is not good, right? Actually, the opposite is good, to actually go without. So there's space inside. There's space inside of me. I don't always do it well, but I want to encourage all of us to go for it, right? To allow God's space inside of our hearts, inside of our bodies, that we can allow Him to fill us. The great saints, they testify to the power of fasting, that God will fill us if we let Him.
Yeah, I know it's a really funny experience. Fasting is part of our life, so we're trying, we're trying to do it, we're practicing. But sometimes, like, if it's going without whatever desserts or a little snack between meals or something like that, in the moment, it's like, it feels like a really big deal. it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary, and it's like I don't know. But at the same time, like once you do it, and you kind of get through it, you look back and be like, okay, that was no big deal.
Yeah.
And you actually feel pretty good about it.
Yeah.
You know, come to life. And so we're gonna invite you. We're gonna invite you to do something a little fast. Think about it. Maybe it's going with, and it's, you know, you can do the fasting of food, fasting of the senses, leaving a little extra space for God. You're gonna come to a point, and you're gonna really want it. You want to go back to it, and your body's gonna like freak out, and you're gonna think like this is to go without a snack, without the Cheetos or whatever it is, for 4 hours is like the hardest thing ever. It's not. You can do it. You got it. I promise. We're in it. We're growing together. We got fasting as a part of our sort of regular life. We're going to try and grow in it with you. Give it a shot and allow the Lord a little extra space to fill your life, to fill your heart. We thank you again for tuning in, for watching. We'll see you again next week. Somos peregrinos. We are pilgrims on this earth. Poco a poco, little by little. We're going to make it. Vamos a llegar. We'll see you again. God bless you.